Hey everyone, it's Steve from the garden with my Wednesday winter worm check-in. And this week we're comparing the blended food with the pumpkin. So let's see what we got. We're going to do a quick early check-in just to see how the blended food is doing and see how much worm activity we have going on with it. So there's the early feeding. You can see it's almost gone already. But we definitely got some good worm action in there. So let's put that back real quick. Let's check on the pumpkin. If I can find it here. Somewhere in here, I think. Or maybe not, unless it got eaten already. It should have been right here. But I am not finding any sign of it. Wow. I can't believe that big slice of pumpkin is gone already. But apparently it is. Okay, well, we'll do our regular check-in in a few days, and we'll see how things are done overall. Now, not disturbing. Let's check on these worms and see what's going on. I know I checked on these worms just a couple days ago, and I didn't really see any of that pumpkin left, but let's take a more thorough look and just confirm that that pumpkin is truly completely gone. I am not, there's just no trace of that pumpkin at all. It is all just composted down. Alright, let's check the blended food and see what we got going on here. Looks like there's just maybe a tad bit of the blended food still left. Plenty of worms in this location. Now the soil itself is definitely above the ambient temperature. So the worms are doing their things and the food is breaking down and generating just a little bit of warmth in there. The moisture level seems pretty good. I could probably even add just a little bit of moisture to this overall. Okay, so let's do that. Let's add a little bit of moisture in here. Not a lot, but some. Now the bean pods here, these are not breaking down. They are damp. And same with the onion skins. The onion skins are pretty much the way we left them, just a little bit wetter. So let's kind of repeat this a little bit, but with a little twist on it. And that I'm going to do a little bit bigger feeding of the blended food. There you go. I got another chunk of the pumpkin from outside. You can see it's starting to mold up a little bit here. We did get freezing temperatures and this is thawed out. So it's pretty soft. I'm going to do a change this week in that I'm going to check on this in just a couple days and see if we can catch the worms in action on this pumpkin here. We'll also add some grit in the form of powdered eggshell. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more of the leaves to the top of this. Now these leaves have been just sitting in a bucket here in the basement. So they are starting to dry out a little bit, so I'm going to have to add some moisture to this. So I have a spray bottle here with just water. Just going to go ahead and spray that on there, dampen those leaves. Okay, put the bean pods on there. Dig in over here. The material in here is looking pretty good. It's breaking down really nicely. You know, we have a combination of the leaves, the broken down wood chips, and the food and stuff that we put in. Although we haven't done enough feedings to really get like a lot of worm castings on it yet. But the compost that is resulting so far is looking good. It's strange because all the food is definitely disappearing, but the worms themselves seem to be spread out pretty evenly throughout the bin. Now I was emptying out some of my Johnson Sioux compost to put on my garden beds, and I pulled out probably about 3 or 4 dozen more worms and stuck them in the bin here during that process. So I'll level this back out. Got that nice blend of leaves and stuff in there. I think I'm going to put just a little bit more of the leaves on the top. There you go. There's a piece of wood. Yeah, we'll go ahead and let that stay in there too. Add a little bit of water to that dry leaf matter. I have something else I'm going to do with this bin is I'm going to top it off with this paper grocery bag. Just kind of put it on the top. I already dampened the other side of it, so let's spray some water on this side. I was using this in another spot for some indoor growing to help hold the moisture in. And I noticed that there was a couple worms in that bin too, and they really like congregating right by the paper. This week's blended food consisted of carrots and the carrot greens, potato peels, onions and onion skin, lemon, bell pepper, some plain white rice, a little bit of corn, and some broccoli.